Hello world, this is Craig. In my last order from DigiKey, I got my box and my transformers and everything I needed to finish this up. And I wanted to show you the box today because I think it turned into a nice little solution if you're making one of these systems and you want a compact solution that has the power supply and everything built into one little box. This turned out pretty good. So this is a Hammond box, as I mentioned. It's just an aluminum box. It's 14 by 6 and about 3 1/4 inches deep. And this was just a regular aluminum box. This is actually the bottom of it, and this is the top of it with the cover. So you bought a box and a cover. Took the box, and then I cut the bottom of it out. Of course, it's flipped upside down, so this is now the top. So cut the top out to match like 1/4 inch less than the footprint of the MIL mod board. Put in the holes for the mounting. And then I mounted the internals. You can see my board, as I mentioned before. I put a pigtail on it. It comes out with a little mate and lock here, so I can take that off if I need to. And I have good access for the box. I have good access from the top, but also if I want, I can flip it over and take the bottom off. And so then it's just a complete through hole, and I have, I can work on anything that I want. Mounted the power supply board to the bottom. Knocked a hole in one end for the fan inlet and just put in a standard chrome grill for that. Knocked a hole on the opposite side for the air discharge and put in a line voltage fan on that. A little fused line voltage input here. Comes up a couple of fuses, one for the main transformer for the 5 volts, 12 volts, and -9 volts. And then a second little fuse, a 1/2 amp fuse for the 75 volt for the programming power supply. Little illuminated switch on the front to turn it off and on. And just mounted the transformers directly to the side of the box and just point-to-point wiring inside. Have good airflow. I have the air coming in right across where my voltage regulators are. Then it has to work its way past the transformers and out the left-hand side. So good airflow. I've ran this and then taken it apart and felt everything, and everything is nice and cool. I have an infrared thermometer. I can also look at it, but nothing in here is running hot at all. Then the top or the board just fits on. I have just 2 screws in now to align it, but I can go ahead and put the other screws in. And I'm going to probably put in some PEM nuts or something so I have actually threaded into this case. So that's the box. It's a good solution. I painted it. This is Intel blue from my other Intel equipment that's from the 70s. And so I like that color. And it matches the boards. It doesn't match exactly, but it's the vintage color that was popular at the time was this Intel blue. All right, well, that's just what I wanted to show you this time. What I'm doing now is I got my transformers in there. So now I have my high voltage, and I'm playing with the programmer. And I found a couple of interesting little things. I found a problem with my programmer I'll tell you about in the next video. But also, when I was digging that out, I discovered that maybe they're not doing exactly what they said they were doing in the manual for the monitor. So I found a little surprise actually in how the programmer is working. That's all I got for you today. I will be back with another video later on the programmer and what I found there. But that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. Bye.